Welcome to Introverse.
So you're the missing piece of this puzzle.
Okay.
What do you remember about watching Terminator 2 for the first time?
What do I remember? I remember the motorcycle over the bridge.
You're talking about specific scenes. We're talking about the actual experience.
About the experience, not the movie.
Oh, the actual experience?
Where we were and the experience.
Oh, gosh. I don't remember anything surrounding, like, I don't know how I got there.
To me.
Transported.
Okay, so you do not remember that we were all at your house.
What? For Terminator 2?
Yes.
Terminator 2, we had a sleepover. I think it was maybe your birthday.
What?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There was a reason all three of us, and I think it was the only time we all were at your house.
Oh, wow.
It was.
No, I have no memory of this place.
Wow.
Dude, it's a fantastic memory.
It's so vivid in Brent and I's mind.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Dude,
it was my birthday?
Dude, there was it was an HBO free preview weekend. You didn't have HBO, I don't think. It was like a free preview weekend.
Yeah.
And Terminator 2 was on. And so we were watching it. And your mom kept would come and check on us, and we were like we would change the channel because it was rated R.
So we were so quiet.
So innocent.
So we were, yeah, exactly. We were so engrossed into this movie because it was fantastic. But we were also being so quiet to listen, so we'd hurry up and change the channel. And she'd pop her head in every now and then, probably because we're being so quiet. Like, what's going on?
Probably because we kept changing the channel. Like, what are they watching? Oh, it's just Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, James's mom let him watch anything.
Not back then.
I don't remember that.
No, not anything. I just remember James introduced me to a lot of movies that my parents would not allow me to watch, like The Evil Dead and just a bunch of stuff that he was like, it was second nature to him, and I was like, I can't watch that.
So what house were we at?
I don't know.
My house, but like
house and stuff.
Yeah, it was in Gibson.
Freaking in Gibson? Oh wow.
There was no carpet on your bedroom floor. I remember that.
I remember the bed. I remember the room, but I have
Who
no
else was
recollection.
there? Was it just us three, or was there anybody else there?
No,
probably just us.
And his mom. No one else in the house.
Okay.
Us three and his mom.
I can't believe I don't remember that.
I don't even remember anything else about that weekend.
I know, that's it. That's all I remember too.
I don't remember what else we did. I don't know. Did we play Nintendo or something? No clue.
We
must have.
Oh no! You know what? I'm remembering. Was that what year would that have been? I'm trying to think of the year. I have a memory of playing Contra on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, or Castlevania.
It
was Castlevania.
Yeah.
James was a big
Castlevania.
I remember you playing Castlevania a lot.
Yes.
Wow. I just remember the only video game memory I can think of is Brent. I think you had a party at your house.
Yeah.
And so we go, and I was all hyped up to play Street Fighter, but you had like Street Fighter Ultra or something, which was like
Turbo.
twice the speed.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yes. And it was twice the speed, and I had like I had mastered like 3. I'm like really good at this game, man, and then it's all turbo, and I sucked at it. It's like, what the freaking like twice the speed? I can't do nothing.
Timing and rhythm was off.
Yeah, and then I was using Dial, who was harder to use to begin with.
It's very hard.
And then you were playing against me with Chun-Li, and I didn't play with Chun-Li because that's the one I usually play with. And you just bounce off the walls, kicking my ass the whole time. And I was like, I was just trying to do one move. I'm like, I just got to do this one move. This one move beats what he's doing to me, and I just could not get the timing because it was super freaking ultra fast.
The timing on the controls, man, with the special abilities,
it's totally different.
And it had so many people there, it didn't come back around to be my turn. I don't think at all.
Right. Yeah. And I think I just owned it. I was really good at that game too.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was at your house.
Right, my house, my game, my rules.
Your controller,
Yeah.
Home court advantage.
Like, put this on the normal setting, man. This sucks.
It's turbo for a reason.
And I don't know what they thought was like faster was better.
Yeah, I don't
know what they was.
The
I don't know what
George
they would
Lucas
think.
school of gaming, faster and more
clue.
intense.
Yeah.
That's
With the turbo, you couldn't go back because then it was
Yeah.
slow motion.
The
It's like,
the other
oh,
games
God,
felt
Yes.
slow.
slow they're jumping. You know?
Yeah.
and they're still jumping.
Yeah, exactly. Of course I can dodge your attacks now.
It's like
like
running
bullet
with
time.
ankle weights.
Have you ever done that?
I've worn them. I wore them to work one time.
Oh my God.
No.
But
You've
I
lasted
looked
all day.
yeah, I lasted all day, but I was trying to fit them under my pants leg because I didn't want to look like a complete dork.
Okay, all right. I see
So
where
I
you're
had
going.
the ankle weights on, but I like stretched the bottom of my pants over them.
So they're all swollen ankles.
But it looked like I had swollen
yeah,
ankles.
you're like, I ate crawfish last night, guys. Don't worry. It's the salt.
And I did stairs with them, and
What was the point of you wearing them? Like, what were you trying to accomplish? Because you're skinny as hell.
I was trying to build up my legs so I could
Okay.
He's improving his sprint speed.
Okay.
I was trying to, much like Street Fighter Turbo, I was trying to.
Yeah.
So once you take them off, it's like, oh my God, I have so much energy because I'm like,
right.
You're
not carrying out all that weight.
Right. And I'm also building muscle because I'm carrying around an extra
all day
20 pounds. Yeah.
Well, it's on your feet. You're kind of dragging them around.
Yes, I'm dragging my feet around.
Just 1 foot, just like
your boss is like, pick up your feet when you walk.
I was like Quasimodo, like master.
Master.
Open your mind.
I thought about that, getting like the body, the vest, you know?
Yes. Ooh, the weight
like
vest.
the tactical vest, the weighted vest.
Yep.
Oh, tactical. It's like you can carry the weight, you might as well be bulletproof.
You want it to look cool, right?
Right.
You don't want it to.
I was thinking instead of weights, you actually carry the plates, like the bulletproof plates.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
you know, because instead of if you're gonna carry the weight, you might as well be bulletproof.
Exactly. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right. So just since we have James here, for anyone who's listening, we all obviously went to school together a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I'm just curious what pops into our minds, our memories about that time, other than Terminator 2 and
what pops in my memory is James was the first one to have a freaking girlfriend.
Yep.
By like 4 years.
4 years.
4 years. I can brag about that to 2 people.
Yes. Right.
I
got my first one, 12 years after James? 12 years, I think.
12 years. That struggle was real.
I played the slow game. That's what I played.
Yeah.
Wait until the online dating thing matured.
Exactly. Well, look, as an introvert, because again, James is definitely not an introvert.
No.
What? Okay.
Not at all.
What would you argue with that?
Man, I don't know. I guess individuals, I'm fine with. Like on an individual level, I'll talk to anyone. So yeah, not quite. But as soon as it's groups, I get very introverted.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, that's different.
Like so, a party, like I definitely feel like I'm bipolar about that.
Yeah. Well, I think there's different levels of it. I don't think it's binary, you know. But yeah, I've always thought you were less introverted than both of us.
Yeah. I mean, he had 4 kids probably before I even went out on a date. So that's not true because I went to prom.
Well, he just stated the fact he's good one-on-one.
Yes.
So
yes,
making those babies was right up.
I had already met her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had already broken the ice.
I remember when we had a field trip and we went to Tark.
I just remember the sandwiches.
Hold on. Let's get to the sandwich story, but let's work our way through this. This could be a very insensitive conversation.
Back when they called people
correct. That's right, James.
Let's go.
Let's go that direction. So this was a school. This was a school for special ed, right?
The Terrebonne Association of Children. Yes.
See, it's in the name.
We're not making that up. That was the name.
And it is still called that, by the way.
Okay. So why did we go on a field trip there? I feel like our teacher was trying to show us a lesson. Like, this is where you could be if you don't straighten up.
Don't straighten up in my class.
I remember they had it wasn't just like special. It wasn't just mentally challenged people. It was also, I think they had like a blind kids and stuff. And so it had
like handicap. And
Mhm.
yeah, severely handicapped. That was
because they had like a craft store that they made crafts and you could buy the crafts to support.
Right.
And you're right, they had the sandwich shop. Let's save that story to the end. I remember this story.
The general store.
But before that, we were out in the playground. And I think we were sixth grade.
This is for 6th grade, yes.
This is where between the 6th grade and 12th grade, everything embarrassed me.
Yep.
Right. So we're as a group, walking amongst the and there's a little girl.
Okay, I'm alive.
A little girl, like 6 years old or something, like singles me out and comes give me a hug.
Oh.
And it was so special. Like today, I'm thinking like, wow, that was so special. But I was so embarrassed. Like, oh my god, like I don't want to be. Everyone's looking at me, and
Look at you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Now they frown if you hug special children.
Hey, I didn't choose it. She, and the grip she had on me. Oh my god.
They are freakishly strong.
So strong.
That's what I've heard.
Let's cut to the sandwich shop because everyone in Homa would be like, you gotta go to Tark and get the roast beef sandwich. It's amazing.
Yes, right.
People would freak out about roast beef sandwiches.
Melts in your mouth.
Melts of the gravy. You gotta eat it with a spoon.
It's like a soup, not a sandwich.
The story is yours, Robi, so you tell it.
All right, so that's what we all bought, right?
The same
parents gave us money, and they were like, we're going to the general store at Tark, and the roast beef sandwiches are to die for. You need to try it. It's the best thing ever. So we all bought a roast beef sandwich. And you guys are just diving in.
Oh, it's so good.
Like gravy dripping down your faces. Yeah. You're just all about it. This roast beef sandwich is great. And I'm like, I take my first bite and it's delicious. And I'm with you guys. I'm like, yes, this is amazing. I take my second bite. It's still fantastic. It keeps going. Third bite, still awesome. Fourth bite, I pull
all the
back.
way in there. Yeah.
I pull back. and there's connection. Like with my teeth, and I think like this, my teeth don't want to disconnect rather from the sandwich.
Oh, man.
And I'm thinking it's like stringy roast beef, like the roast beef is like
that you just didn't bite through.
Right, I just my incisors didn't make it all the way through the meat, and so
slid off the head.
And so I kind of like yank on it, and it still doesn't. And I'm like, okay, and then I bite down harder, and I'm like, it doesn't.
You're just going for it.
Feel like meat anymore. What the hell is this?
Oh man.
And there is like a hairball in the middle of my sandwich.
It was a full-blown hairball, dude. Remember. I think I stopped eating.
You did?
Yeah, I was it was in your mouth.
It was disgusting. I was like, what?
Hairs in your mouth.
Oh gosh.
Like, wasn't a hair.
No, it was a hairball.
It was a clump.
Oh, wow.
Now, as a child, I mean, look, I was a child, really. We were in 6th grade. Did we talk about it after? Like, how did that get in there? Like, what happened? I
think we reverted into the no one wants attention thing, so I didn't. I was just like, oh god.
Because how? Okay, they were wearing hair. All of the workers were wearing hairnets.
I specifically remember that because we after it was like, wait,
how does that happen? Like, was there a cat around? Was it cat hair?
I don't think it was cat hair.
That's what makes it worse.
chew it a little easier if it was cat hair.
Right.
Okay, y'all like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's what I
man.
remember. That's what I remember from that.
Yeah, that was so disgusting, dude. And all I could think was, man, like 30 seconds earlier, that would have been me. Like if that little girl didn't come give me a hug and slow me down, I would have been munching on that hair.
That's what she said.
Wow. Wow. Well, that is definitely definitely. I do remember Tart. I did not recall that.
Yeah.
I did not recall that.
How is your memory, James? How is it?
Shit, dude.
Yeah, because you don't remember the T2 experience.
He had a girlfriend, though. That's why he doesn't remember any of this. He's remembering other things.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, well, I'm wondering. I don't think he had a girlfriend when we watched T2.
No, not T2 or Tark.
No.
Those were both elementary.
But part of me thinks that maybe he had seen T2 before that.
If he doesn't remember it, maybe so. I don't think so, though. My memory, I don't think so. Because I remember him being excited, too. And he held the remote.
Yeah, that's true. He was changing the channels.
You pointed that remote at that TV the whole time. Like you were ready. Like there was no relaxation for 2.5 hours. It was pointed.
Wow.
Yeah. Click. Like all of a sudden we're watching Bob Ross.
That was on the beanbag chairs, huh?
Probably.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They were beanbag chairs. Yeah. That's the only thing that made that floor remotely comfortable.
Yeah.
I miss my beanbag chairs. I just told my son that whenever the last kid moves out, I want to make a game room again and bring back the beanbag chairs.
Yeah, that's what I'm missing. I'm glad. Yes, I need beanbag chairs.
Those were fun. I'm wondering if that would work, though.
You need adult-sized ones now. They're freaking huge.
Yeah, but do the
holders on them?
Does you have a cup
I'm
holder?
not even kidding. Yes.
How do you put a cup holder on a beanbag chair? That the whole point of it is it has no structure.
Yeah, you have a sippy cup.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, chair would the glass would fly out.
Because I remember as a kid, I used to throw myself down on the floor, basically on a beanbag chair. You would just do that, just throw yourself down.
Yeah,
that would not fly now. Like I would.
Well, they have the adult-sized one. They have the adult-sized ones, dude. They take up like your whole living room floor.
Well, that seems
obsessive,
counterintuitive to the.
It's for an adult now.
To the enjoyment of the living room. It's like there's a giant beanbag chair.
You imagine how much you're going to enjoy that thing sitting in your big-ass beanbag chair.
Yeah.
Watching Nazi Holocaust films all weekend, dude. You would never get up.
Nazi Holocaust documentaries.
Well,
oh boy, that was interesting.
Yeah. Have y'all ever been a pallbearer?
Yes.
James?
Wow. Shift.
I'm thinking.
So I had a conversation with a friend.
So his memory is really bad because he doesn't even remember being a pallbearer.
So yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
with Burson, and he went to a funeral and he was the pallbearer.
Right.
And I'm like, really? What is that like? He's like, you've never been a pallbearer? This is my third time.
Yeah, I've done it.
And I'm starting to question myself. Why was I never chosen to be a pallbearer?
I don't know, man. Like, how old were you when your grandparents died?
I was 10. My grandfather.
That's why you weren't a pallbearer.
Well, no, my grandmother.
I got bad news for you, bro. We all about to start getting the experience of that because everybody else is a lot older than us.
Yeah, well, I'm concerned no one's going to choose me now. I haven't been chosen yet.
You don't have any experience, right? So,
well, is it experience or I'm just not good enough friend?
There's some applications.
Yeah.
Well, my first experience was with grandparents.
How old were you?
I was in my 30s for one. Actually, no, my 30s for two and my 40s for one.
So I'm going to ask you the same questions I asked this guy. How heavy was it?
It's pretty heavy.
That's right.
But again, I'm a small guy, so. But I do think
how far did you have to carry it?
Further than you would think.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Like you can't fail.
I swear I don't remember.
Like that anxiety goes through my head. Like I cannot fail. I can't drop this.
No, here's the worst thing about being a pallbearer. If you're in the middle, that's the place to be.
Oh, because you can slacken up.
Because the guys on the ends,
you can just pretend.
Yeah, the guys on the ends have the majority of the weight.
And it'll tilt if they let go.
Here's the tricky part. When you get to the, like, one of the times I was a pallbearer, I was in the front.
Okay.
And we
Were
got
you
to the
carrying his head or his feet?
I don't know. It was closed. I couldn't tell.
Okay.
It was the part that was going in to the mausoleum chamber.
Yeah.
The what do they call it? The
I think I would want to go head first.
Yeah, right. In case you wake up.
I don't think you'll care.
Yeah. Okay.
But no,
so
here's the thing.
You had to put, this is one of my questions. What you're talking about right now gives me anxiety. And you had to line it up.
Dude,
slide it in there.
I was one of the people. I was in the front. So in the edge of the space that where the grave, the coffin had to slide in was above. So we had to
lift it
up.
Yeah.
And into.
Yeah.
And I was first. I was like, I don't know what the fuck.
It's like the last time this person's gonna ask you to move.
Mm-hmm.
You're helping them carry this heavy shit into their last home. And you know,
and I was
doing the whole Ross thing. Pivot.
I was failing because I went like all of my might. I was like, okay, everybody was like, they were like, okay, 1, 2, and like everybody lifted and nothing happened. And I was like, okay, was that on me? Because like
on 2 or 3,
I'm in the front. Are we going on 2, 2.5? Like,
are you guys lifting? Because I'm not feeling it at all.
Exactly. So we eventually got the coffin in the space, but it was dude. I was sore the next day. Like it was.
Yeah. So
it was a lot of.
So
a little different.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all know what you want on your tombstone?
I'm pretty sure.
Not the pizza.
I'm gonna be cremated.
Really?
But I still want 6 guys carrying me around. I want to make it easy on them. But they're not getting out of their duty.
Your ashes in a coffin?
No, in an urn.
Well, why is it going to take?
Is it like one urn or 6 small ones?
Very awkward.
Like one little urn with really long poles.
One normal sized urn
with 6 handles.
6 tiny handles.
You're doing like
all to walk me into the church.
Ring around the rosy. We're just like,
yeah.
my son Maxwell.
Yeah.
We had a dog and he passed away and it was cremated, and so we have a little box and it's got his picture on it and stuff like that. And so Max had found this box and he was at the top of the stairs and he tossed it down the stairs.
Oh God!
Oh
no!
And we were like, well, at least he got to play with the dog.
Did he go everywhere?
No, it didn't. It was all packaged.
Oh, man, that would have been sad. But
and he has a habit. He has a habit of running away.
Wait, what is this? The dog that you had for however many years?
Yes, Chloe dog. Yeah,
Chloe. Oh, Chloe died. Yes. Oh,
yes.
Bummer, man.
Yeah, it was kind of rough, but so he has a habit of like running away when he grabs something he's not supposed to have. He'll run away and he'll throw it. So he runs away when you're about to get him. He'll throw it. So if he's got your phone, like, hey, give me back the phone. And he runs off and you go to grab him. And just before you grab him, he tosses the phone.
Wow.
And he did that with a dog, but he yeeted it from the top of the stairs. So it's like...
That's kind of funny.
So
he did get to play with the dog. That was
he did get to play with the dog.
Yeah.
One last game of fetch.
Did you then have y'all buried or done anything with the ashes, or it's just like chilling?
No, it's in a box. It's in an urn. So urn box.
A box, like a nice decorative.
Yeah, with the picture of the dog.
Shoe box.
It's about the size of a cigar box, a little smaller.
Payless shoe source box.
You actually don't.
No, way smaller. Yeah, I think the box is mostly empty. Yeah. You shake it up here and bark.
Here's my question.
I actually do know what I.
You should get one.
I actually do know what I want on my tombstone.
Okay, hit us with it.
Pepperoni sausage.
That's it. No, no. I wanted to have like the birthday and then whatever my death day is, and at the bottom I wanted to have not a world record but a personal best.
Okay.
Like it's a score. So I got to live from
he's not the
Not
oldest
a
person,
world
but that's
record,
his record is
but
that
a
he lived
personal best.
Yes.
he lived
so-
86 years.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
get it.
Yes.
That's clever. I like clever.
Yeah, that's good.
Took me a
I don't
second.
know, y'all, but I had to
No.
rethink it because
Took
y'all
me
were
a
like,
second.
that sounds
I was
cool.
waiting
Listen, Joe.
for you to say something
no.
like not a world record, but it's personal best. 7.5-inch penis. Like brag about it. No one knew this about me. Putting it out there.
Oh, you was waiting for it after. You was
I
waiting
was
for it
waiting
after
for
the day.
something else to come. Like what was his
Oh yeah.
But that was the
Right.
joke.
Yes. No, that was the date.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've never even thought about what I want on my tombstone.
Does
other than
anyone actually
pepperoni
read them? When's the last time you
sausage.
went and walk around a
I mean, the
Actually-
funny ones are funny, right? That's what you go to look for.
The funny
Really?
ones?
You go to graveyards and look for funny tombstones?
Every time I've been, yes.
I mean, I will now. Now I will. I never thought about that.
When we went to Virginia to visit my stepson Will this
Yeah.
year, we walked around an old tombstone in Virginia in an
Go
area
Arlington?
where, like, I mean, this is like early colonial times,
Mhm.
and there's graves from like the 1700s. So that's it. It's kind of cool.
What was their humor like? What was their death humor like? I'm curious.
It wasn't because most of it's kind of
Personal best, and you're like, dang, he lived 23 years.
yeah, exactly. It's not quite as impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there. I mean, graves are. It's weird. It's like there's a solemnness to a graveyard, but then it's also kind of a cool thing, just
Yes. I
the
have a
passage
theory.
of time and.
I have a theory that we actually live in the Matrix.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, you look around. These cities are expanding. You see parking garages going up, buildings
Mhm.
going up. Everything's growing. When's the last time you saw a new cemetery pop up or expand? Where are they putting all these freaking dead bodies?
I hate to tell you, but I know the answer to that.
All right, tell me. Lay it on me.
Down here, all the graves are above ground down here.
Yes.
And once your body decomposes, they put more bodies in the same grave. So like one grave site
What
might have
happens to
5 or
your
6 people in
coffin?
it.
What happens to your coffin?
It degrades.
The
It's
coffin
wood, yeah.
degrades? So you got to wait like 100 years.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
No. I had a friend of mine who worked at the cemetery,
They're just
and
double
his job
dipping?
was to move the bodies. Yep.
They're just
Well, it's like
double dipping.
family plots.
But you're buying a plot. Exactly.
Well, it's family
maybe I
plots,
just
though,
don't
so
know
you get
the
buried. So you can get buried in your grandma's plot, or your great grandma's plot.
Oh, you want to be in your grandma's plot?
Well, I mean, she's not there no more,
You're not there no more either.
right? Exactly. So,
I mean, you wouldn't know the
and
difference.
they just like they'll open the tomb up, and if there's pieces of the old casket, they'll move it around, or take it out type thing, and they'll take the remains and they'll put it in a bag, whatever's left, which is like bones and dust and jewelry, and and then
they're taking that jewelry.
push it to the side. No, dude, no. He's like they have had a guy who was buried with cash, and a lot of it.
Buried
And
with cash.
yes. So he had a bunch of cash because it's not.
Who do you think
It's
he was?
not owned by the.
Pharaoh?
I don't know. That was their will or whatever.
Fuck y'all. I'm taking it with me.
Dude, yeah, exactly. And he's like, I would have put a check in here, but they put cash.
You can have it when you die and I'm decomposed. And then when we merge ourselves.
That's
this is some South Louisiana shit. That's what that is. That's some shenanigans.
Yeah.
This is some shenanigans here.
Because what do they do in the mausoleums? Where they built these big cement structures with these, I don't know what they call them, plots.
The big
I guess
statues. Like you go through New Orleans and you see these graveyards, beautiful ornate statues. the mausoleum, right? These mausoleums. I
Right.
think
So
the
are they
graveyard you're talking about, James, is like
It was like the
not
budget inn of graveyards.
budget, yes,
budget
a
in?
budget graveyard.
You
You
only
know,
have this grave for 100 years, and then we're
we'll
moving
ship
your
your. Did they
remains.
like put a date like good until or best buy? The best buy date?
Well, I didn't get it. Like I was like, what do they do? Put multiple names on the same tombstone? Because I've never seen that on the
Right.
same. I've never really noticed it, I suppose. But
So let's
apparently,
pretend
these
we're not.
the family, they have all these family plots, and that's what it is. It's a family
Do they,
mausoleum, and you just show the family in there.
do they tell the family when they're going to shuffle around the parts?
No, I don't think so. I think that's no. I think it's done when the next one dies.
I think, yeah, that's what it is. And
You
here's the
need some
thing.
room. Let's
Yeah,
just
that's yeah. They
squeeze
go
them
clean
in
it
there.
up when they open it up. When they open it up, the gravesite, the cemetery people move the stuff around and make room for the next one.
Right. Because it would be like your great grandmother that you probably never even knew.
So let's pretend
Something like that.
Let's pretend we're not in fucked up Louisiana, where there's actual graveyards where we bury people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are they doing there? They're not digging them up.
No.
Well, the first one gets buried 6 feet, and the next one 5, and
That's why I said you can go deeper, go vertical, right?
Yeah, and further
Start
north you
really
can.
deep. Last time you saw, oh look, did you see the new cemetery they're building on Highway 1? Thing's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Now look,
can't wait to get there.
I've never seen that.
I have seen a new mausoleum being built.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my area.
All I know is my grandfather got buried in a cemetery that's been here and is not full apparently. So I don't know.
Well,
But you're right. A lot of people be dying.
Yeah.
Where they going?
Could you imagine how much they get paid to do that? To shuffle around the dead bodies.
I don't know. I didn't ask them.
I wouldn't imagine that well. This is.
I would imagine probably pretty decent.
You think?
Dude, you crack open one of those seals.
$10,000.
That smell comes out.
But here's the thing. I think they go to these when they know if it's got to be plus 100 years where it's like, okay, we know this coffin has been decomposing. The wood has dissolved into the earth.
They're sprinkling like some lime on the bodies to speed it up.
Yeah.
Let's just give it a little push.
Right.
We got to turn these mausoleums over.
we gotta get some new bodies in here, people.
Got to get some new bodies. Got to do something fresh, guys.
Everybody wants to be buried underneath the tree.
I don't know. I don't really care. I'm not gonna be in my body. I don't give a shit where my body's buried at.
I look at it. If I'm not planting trees when I'm alive, I didn't give a shit enough. One tree when I'm dead.
Yeah.
It's kind of egotistical.
Right. Like you're going to be like,
look at me.
Yeah.
Look, everyone.
Look at me.
Look what I did. Even in death, I'm a savior. Practically Christ.
Saving that planet.
Yeah.
Jesus tree.
Many thanks to MindTrap, aka James, for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks, James.
It was great.
Yeah, thank you guys. Good having a reunion.
Yeah, that was fun. Yep, we'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do it again at some time.
Okay. I am at McDonald's ordering food. Everybody asks you to round up. I'm sick and tired.
We've talked about that. We've talked about tipping.
Have you?
Yeah.
I am so sick of. I'm so sick of commercialized charity.
That's a great way to put it. Commercialized charity.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, every time you turn around, they're asking you for for money. So I don't know if I've told you. I don't know if I told y'all this, but I'm kind of broken as far as when it comes to charity now, and that I know I should be more. Yeah, I'm broken. I look upon it badly now because I just I hate to say it like that, but
people in need.
It's like I left my house to go get something simple, and so I leave my house and I pass a light, and there's some guy there, asking for money. Yeah. And I watched 2 or 3 people give him $10. And I'm like, geez, this dude's making bank at this corner. And so then I went to Sam's. I went to Sam's and they had the Girl Scouts out there, but it wasn't a Girl Scouts. It was like a cheerleading squad or something, like trying to go to Rome or Italy or something. Like, oh, can you donate to our vacation? I'm like, oh frick. So then I go, I ain't get no vacation. So then I go into Sam's, and as I'm checking out, they're asking me like, do you want to give $1 to this? I'm like, no, like leave me alone. So then I go to someplace else and like to get food, and they ask me like, hey, you want to give another $1 to this cause? I'm like, okay, look, this is like the 4th time. So then you pass another light, some other dude's asking for money, and like gives me like a stink eye or something like that. And I'm like, I'm just trying to go about my day, and I'm getting hounded for money by everybody.
You left the house to go run these errands, and
Yeah.
you got past like let's call it a half a dozen people. Did you strap on your Rolex? You hopped in your BMW. You know, you had your
I think it was
sunglasses on.
Well, the thing is, they weren't targeting me.
Right,
it was just everybody. I'm sorry.
That's a lot at once.
No, I'm right there with you. The gas station even asks you sometimes when you're pumping.
Yes.
They're like, "Oh, would you like to round it up for
every time you open your wallet, there's somebody asking you to round up or give $1, or before you get into a house. And that was the thing, is like going into Sam's, somebody at the door asking you for money. Then you go in and check out, and they ask you for money.
It's the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts or the cheerleaders, right? Because when I'm checking out and they're like, would you like to round up? No.
Yes.
It's easy. When you got a 6-year-old little kid asking you to buy popcorn or, whatchamacallits, you can't just say, it used to be, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any cash.
Yeah.
You can't say that anymore.
No, because he's got to
say, oh, well, it's okay. We take Venmo.
Yeah. He's got a card reader or
Cash app. We have a cash app. It's okay. So my kid, you're making it force me to be rude to you. But
I think
they need to learn a lesson.
Yeah.
I came home and my wife had bought chocolates, like the world's best chocolate or whatever, which is not the world's best chocolate.
Finest world's
and well, at least they try to sell you something. They give you something for your money. Like that's
something.
But it was $3.
Yeah, it's less chocolate than it used to be.
It's way smaller,
way less chocolate,
way smaller, and it was $3. It used to be $1 a piece.
Mm-hmm. For twice or 3 times the amount of chocolate too.
Yes,
the portions are not. They're healthier. I guess it's
not healthier. They're making more money.
I'm just saying, smaller portions.
Things are more expensive too, though.
All right, James needs to show us his face before he heads out. So we can see.
Okay,
him. We'll stop recording here so we can
FaceTime.
Yes.
FaceTime.
It's not that long.
Robi here. Thanks for listening to the Introverse. New stuff every Monday wherever the podcasts roam. You can also catch us on Insta at Introverse Pod. Thanks for listening.